guys, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing an anti-haul. This is my first time doing one of these, so I figured I was going to start out with eyeshadow palettes because lately, for some reason, maybe it's because spring is coming, but every company and their mother is dropping new eyeshadow palettes like it's hot, and there's just so many that I'm not feeling, I'm not digging, I'm not buying. So before we get into the video, a few pieces of short housekeeping. First of all, I just want to say thank you a little bit late to all of you who were so kind to me. I posted a get ready with me video and I talked a bit about my anxiety and things like that and about body confidence, and you all had such sweet words to say to me and such good advice and so many tips, and it reinforced why I love you guys so much and why you're my rock stars, why you're my crew, why you're my people. It meant the world to me, so thank you guys so much. Secondly, I'm going to be doing a Q&A video soon, so if you have any questions you'd like answered, whether they're about makeup or about my life or about my face, my freckles, I don't care, post them down below and maybe I will pick your question to be answered. It's going to be coming within the next few weeks, so you have plenty of time. Go ahead and post your questions. And lastly, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you haven't, so you can be notified every single time I post a new video. Now, let's get right into this anti-haul. To start with, let's talk about the Tarte Be A Mermaid palette. Now, is this thing adorably cute? Sure. It comes in a pretty seashell packaging and all of the eyeshadows are shaped like seashells. Here's my problem with this shadow palette. All of the shadows in this palette are this big. Not only are they this big, but if you notice, the shape of the seashells that the eyeshadow is formed into, the bottom of them is so thin that I don't understand how you would even scrape out the eyeshadow in there to be used. Like, are you supposed to dig your fingernail into that crap? Because I mean, no, that's just not a thing that's happening. And really, there's just a lot of shimmers in this. It sort of almost looks like the kind of palette to me that you would find at Claire's or something like that, which is just, I mean, it's not for me. Maybe it's for you. Maybe you would like to have this as a collector's piece to display on your shelf or something. For that, I could see it being really cute, but I'm into eyeshadow palettes that I can actually use and I would enjoy using on a weekly, daily basis, whatever you would call, because you do have those special palettes you use once in a while. This one just ain't for me. The next one is the Too Faced White Peach palette. Now, a lot of people do love Too Faced formula and things like that. I'm just not one of them. I don't love Too Faced eyeshadow formula. Every time I've gone into the stores and I've swatched them, it just is not my bag. I feel like I don't get enough pigment. I'm just never happy with it. And the peach smell. Now, I know that this is the whole selling point for this eyeshadow palette, but it is overwhelmingly peachy. It smells like something Bath & Body Works kicked out of their line in 1992, and I'm just not feeling it. Plus, I know that a lot of people love pink and peachy shades with blue eyes, which I have. I just don't. I don't wear pink eyeshadow. Never really have. I've tried it a bunch of times. I'm not buying this. I'm not going to give them my money. That's nope. No. Sort of along the same lines, kind of, is the Urban Decay Backtalk palette. This has a bunch of peachy pink shades. It has some blushes, some highlighters, things like that. Again, it's just too much in the peachy pink range for me. I do like the formula of Urban Decay shadows. They are some of my favorites. They usually are really pigmented and they go on opaquely. And of course, I love that they're cruelty-free, but this one just isn't speaking to me. I mean, I don't know. I think as I get older, for some reason, I'm just not a fan of multi-functional palettes. Does that make sense? Like ones that have eyeshadows and contours and blushes and lipstick, whatever, when they're all in one like that, it just kind of turns me off. I prefer my eyeshadow palettes to be eyeshadow palettes and blush palettes to be blush palettes. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with having them mixed. It's just like, I don't know. I just prefer them to be separate. Is that weird? Is that horrible? Is that racist? Tell me what you guys think down below. Do you guys like it when they mix palettes up like that? Because then it's multi-function and you don't have to take like 4 palettes on vacation with you and you have it all in one like that? Because I could see that being a turn on for a lot of people. It just doesn't turn me on. Next would be the new Pat McGrath. I'm gonna word this in the same way that Jen from Jen Loves Reviews does it. Mothership. So basically it's mothership, but no vowels. Why are we kicking out the vowels? I mean, I like some vowels. I like a good A-E-I-O-U once in a while. I mean, maybe that, I don't know. It is the Pat McGrath Mothership Sublime Bronze Palette. Now this baby has 6 shadows and retails for $55. Let me say that again. 6 shadows, $55. That is almost $4.50 per gram of eyeshadow. That is crazy. That is a lot of money. So yes, I've heard that Pat McGrath's quality is amazing, is above and beyond. But to stomach that price, it's just hard for me. I don't know. Is it a fantastic thing? Tell me if you've tried Pat McGrath eyeshadows before. Tell me if you feel like it's worth the price, because I so wholly respect Pat McGrath as a makeup artist. It's just that price though. Next would be either of the two new Natasha Danone palettes. She just came out with the Tropic palette and the Mini Sunset palette. The Tropic palette has 15 shades and retails for $129, and the Mini Sunset palette has 5 shades and retails for $25. They are teeny tiny shadows in the Mini palette. I actually went and saw both of those palettes today at Sephora, did some swatching on my hand because I was like, you know what, these are expensive, but I keep hearing they're worth the hype, so let's give it a shot. Maybe it was the tester palette. I will give it that because it had been tested a bunch, but there was some shadows in there that just, I would take the applicator and try to swab it on my hand and nothing was coming up. Namely that beautiful looking teal green that's in the Tropic palette. Nothing was coming off onto my hand. I even kind of dug the applicator in there, to be honest. Nothing came on the applicator. It was still white when I picked it up and I was like, excuse me, is something wrong with this palette? Is something defective with this? They're like, no, we just put that out today. So maybe it was just that palette. Maybe somebody had messed it up before I got there, but I'm just not feeling it. Also, as far as cost per gram goes, that Mini Sunset palette is over $6 per gram. As a reference, Morphe shadows are 41 cents a gram. 41 cents versus $6.25. Like, highway robbery. Highway frickin' robbery. For my last one, I'm going to call this I'm Not Going to Buy Yet. This is the Violet Voss Like a Boss palette. Again, I got the chance to swatch this today in Sephora, and I'm not gonna lie, it was beautiful. There are 20 eyeshadows in this palette and it retails at $45, which brings it just over $1.25 per gram. And I think that that's a great value and the colors are beautiful. So why am I not buying it yet? As you guys know, while I am not 100% cruelty free yet, I'm sort of, trying to make smarter decisions when it comes to eyeshadow. And when it comes to makeup in general. Eyeshadow is one of those categories though, that it is so easy to make it cruelty free, to make it vegan if you're into that I can't understand, why they're not all cruelty free. So Violet Voss's cruelty-free status is kind of unknown. They are listed on pending lists, they're listed on gray lists everywhere. No one has officially confirmed them as cruelty-free except for Violet Voss themselves. They list themselves on their own website as 100% cruelty-free, but they don't give any background behind that. They don't say where their suppliers are from. People like Fira have reached out to them and said, hey, what's your official cruelty-free status? They haven't answered them. That doesn't sit too well with me, so I'm not sure. I gotta do some more digging, some more research. I do know that Violet Voss is going to be at IMATS in New York City in April, which I am going to, so I hope that I can ask somebody there about it and maybe they can give me some background, because I really like Violet Voss as a brand in general and I would really like to support them if they're cruelty-free. So again, if you guys know anything more about their cruelty-free status, comment it down below so we can all share in this knowledge, because I'm really curious. So that's it, you guys. That's my anti-haul for eyeshadow palettes of things that have come out recently. What kind of stuff are you not gonna buy? Like, what are you not into? They've been dropping new products every 30 seconds, so there's gotta be stuff that you don't want. I know makeup is one of those things where you're like, I want it, I need it, I must have it! But we don't need all of it, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to be doing more in this series of anti-hauls, so stay tuned. And also I'm going to be doing a series that shows you the kind of products that I love in place of these. I'm going to be showing you my ride or die eyeshadow palettes, my ride or die blushes, things like that that will help you to not want to buy everything. So you can go back into your collection and maybe find some stuff you've forgotten about that you can love all over again. So again, thank you so much for watching. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I've been loving Twitter again lately, which is so weird because I go back and forth. So follow me there and I'm always there chatting and everything like that. As always, you guys are my super freaking rock stars. I love you with my whole heart and I will see you in the next video. Bye, hope you're having a good day.